This is Black Views, bringing you the Black news. So today, just to let you know that foundational Black Americans are tired. We have delineated prime example of a tether who does not care, of a tether who cosplays a Jamaican American, Wes Moore. He allowed Maryland to go into a deficit. He's done nothing for the foundational Black American in the state of Maryland, where most of the Black people live in Prince George's County. He's done absolutely nothing. He speaks of as if he's doing something by providing opportunities for Black businesses. But if you come to PG County and you look around, there's no Black businesses. They're all people that are foreigners, illegals, they're allowed to get here, that have been subsidized by the state of Maryland. And Wes Moore has allowed it. Yes, Wes Moore has allowed it. Wes Moore is a tether. And Wes Moore will not become president of the United States. He will not be governor of Maryland again. Most likely, he will not have a political office. We have seen his works and what he is capable of doing and what he won't do. Who's going to vote for you, Wes? You totally turned your back on the state of Maryland. It's almost as if you were just put there to cause confusion. You haven't done anything. And as you can see here, he was born to media professionals. And I don't have a problem with that. You know, he could have been born rich. But the fact that you did nothing for Maryland, period. And when it came down to it, you allowed Maryland to become a sanctuary city. And you allow others to come into our state and use our tax dollars to capitalize. And when you look around the businesses that you so-called you support, that the state has assisted in funding, they're all foreigners. You were voted because people perceived you as a foundational Black American and thought that you would do the right thing for the state and that you would lead the state properly. You didn't do anything. You're the only sitting Black governor, and you vetoed a research bill for reparations. Not just a study, but how monies and how things will be handled. The same monies that you used for these the same monies that you used for these foreigners and for these illegals. You could have found a way to take care of at least the people that are in the most desirous areas. You could have found programs and opportunities. You know, especially Baltimore, you know these places have been victimized. And you did nothing. You just came through, just did your time. Like every other tether. Like Obama, another tether. Okay? That's all you did. These are all people that are not from the lineage. These are people that were manufactured and bought in because they had melanated skin. So they made us believe that these people would make change and that they will properly govern. And all they did was bought a foreigner with the same ideals that they had from their homeland. It's all about self and opportunity. It's not about the people. When you look at these countries over here, these countries have politicians that are all about self. And he bought that same thing here through his family. Not about American ideals and what's going to make the people of Maryland better, but just opportunities for self. And I hope you hear this, Governor Wes Moore. We will not vote for you again. We will not vote for you as president. Do you think we will suffer another devastating defeat with a Democrat, with you? with you in office? Do you think that we will allow you to suck the foundational black American dry by betraying him? We're tired. We're tired, Wes. And I think you being from Maryland, we're tired, Wes. You let those foreigners come through here. Who's really running the state of Maryland? You did exactly what Chicago did. You did exactly what these other Democratic domains did. You did the same thing. Who's in charge, Wes? Where are you getting your orders from, Wes? You put the people last. You betrayed the people. White, black, it doesn't matter. The Maryland citizen, you betrayed them. So don't come looking at us thinking that suddenly you're going to claim racism and say that somehow you're being looked at differently than any other candidate, or somehow you're being betrayed. No, you had an opportunity. You've been there. And you've done nothing. You all about show. You all about dog and pony, bro. That's what you all about. You all about self-opportunity. And we're tired. When asked about reparations and about what you did for black people, you talk about HBCUs. That's where your kind goes, to HBCUs. They take advantage of black opportunities and say that they're black when they're foreigners. And there'll be some out there that'll say that I'm being xenophobic or whatever. No, I'm talking about my lineage as a black man, as an American black man. It's a foundational black American, a freedman, descendants of slaves. See, Mr. Moore won't benefit from it because his family is from Jamaica. He won't benefit from it. So I look out for foundational black Americans. It's not to his benefit. That is how a tether thinks about self-opportunities. What about him? He ain't pulled nobody up. He proved to the establishment that he is right for business. It took our votes for granted. Foundational black Americans are smarter than ever. We will never fall for this trick again. If you're not from Maryland or you're not from DC, go to Maryland and see who has businesses in the most richest county, richest black predominantly county in the nation. Go up and down St. Barnabas Road. Go up and down Silver Hill Road. Go up and down Central Avenue. Ain't no black businesses. You can't tell me black people don't want businesses, man. Instead, they would rather they won't give us a store with a front. They allow the foreigner to come in and be a franchise, to be a franchisee. These people are sought after because of the money that they somehow rates because they are illegal foreigners. They somehow get the opportunity to get these loans because they are foreigners. So when you talk about Trump, Mr. Moore, he's doing his job. You deported no one from our state. You deported no illegals. You allowed criminals to come in and capitalize off of tax dollars that we pay in. And there's no explanation for this. There's no explanation for it at all. It's just off the fact that we are a sanctuary city, that our state dollars should go there. And now we're working in a deficit. So I give praise to Donald Trump. I'm like, hey, listen, I don't agree with everything Donald Trump say or do. And neither should any of us. No politician should we agree with everything. But I do know what's working for foundational black Americans, and that is to get the illegal foreigner out. That's where all that U.S. aid came from. See, that money that was held there was used to start businesses for those that somehow met the regulations to get these funds. You allowed this to happen. You allowed violence to go on in our streets. I believe that if President Trump would have sent the National Guard to the state of Maryland, he could have helped our state. But you, Mr. Moore, you allowed this to happen. You allow our state to crumble in crime. You allow the old people in our state to be trafficked. You were just another brother another tether that just came through and did nothing. You did nothing for the people. It's for the foundational Black Americans. But we won't allow this no more. Oh, the door is shut. Delineation is one. And we recognize you as a tether. You've earned the right to be called a tether. This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News.